Rayle. Who's ready to take it up? All right, our first speaker tonight will be talking on the topic of how to kill a Mastodon. Let's have a big round of applause for Gilligan.
What we're going to do right here is go back, way back into time. This very spot, 13,000 years ago. Pretend there's no auditorium, there are no buildings, no streets, no cars. Vast wilderness. It's cold, and you're really hungry. You can forage, but it'll be slim pickings this time of year. To ensure your survival, you need a reliable, abundant source of protein and fat that can be stored. Like money in the bank, a rainy day fund. The Mastodon can provide this, plus shelter, blankets, clothing, and tools. But the Mastodon is powerful and has tusks about 5 meters long. How are you going to kill one of these when all you have are rocks and sticks? You could use your thrusting spear, but that seemed like a pretty good way to kill yourself to me. If only you could add length to your arm, so you can propel your spear with force and from a distance. Maybe if I use this stick and I attach it to the back of my spear. I wonder. That stick, highly developed over many years, many shapes and sizes. And then the dart, the spear, became flexible and lightweight. Some of our rocks can be chipped into sharp points. Our dart is the delivery vehicle for a stone point, like the large one on the left. The smaller one is arrow-sized. That would have only been used for about 800 years right down here. To build our dart, we have to have a stone point to a hardwood foreshaft and apply pitch glue made from pine pitch and charcoal. The joint is then bound with sinew for extra strength. The main shaft is hollow to accept the foreshaft. It too is wrapped with sinew to keep it from splitting. The feathers at the back are an ingenious addition that keeps just enough drag to help the dart fly true. And this is the connection that makes it all happen. I grasp the atlatl firmly, and then with my thumb and forefinger, hold the dart. So as you can see, you have a lot more force. Who's ready to see how this sucker works? Yeah. Bring up the target. Don't you hate it when you order a Mastodon target and they ship a My Little Pony? Gotta use what we got. Goodbye, Buttercup. Come on. Those My Little Pony burgers you had on the way here, they didn't grow on a tree. So, pull back steady, and as you can see, the dart springs off the atlatl, flexing and approaching the target at nearly 100 feet per second. All I'd like to say at this point is My Little Pony never stood a chance. I'm pretty accurate with the atlatl and dart. I bet our ancestors were more accurate, since this is the tool that put dinner on the table day in and day out for more than 25,000 years. Well into the 20th century in some cultures, our Stone Age ancestors lived in tune with the cycles of the earth. They changed with the season. And as with other hunter-gatherer societies, hours per day. The rest of the time they told stories, played, looked after their children, and rested. Using my dart as a timeline, with the tip being present, let's go back 2 million years when man started using and making stone tools. We get to a fraction of an inch from the tip at the start of the revolution. Today's modern society, which is clearly unsustainable, is a mere grain of sand. So here we are, back in the present. I don't expect you to walk out of this beautiful auditorium and back into the Stone Age, But I ask you, how are you putting dinner on the table? Can you do this in a more sustainable fashion? Can you kill them using a little simpler technology? Our ancestors killed mastodons, and all they had were rocks and sticks.